evening. So our first tune that we play is Woodchopper's Ball. It's a classic swing tune that's been arranged by Michael Sweeney for younger bands. We did a lot of practicing on getting pickup notes, and we had Hunter on set there helping us all the way through. This was one of our first pieces we got when we first started jazz, along with our next tune, A-Rock. And these students up here were excited and nervous, maybe more nervous than excited, for their first jazz concert tonight, so thank you so much for coming out. One quick note about the program, this is later on in the 8th grade section. We swapped two pieces, Java Samba and Unleash the Chicken. So 8th grade jazz will be opening with Java Samba just when we get down there. Our next tune, A-Rock, is featuring some soloists. So we have Amelia here on clarinet, and I decided to acknowledge Amelia on trombone as well because there's a ton of low brass and low woodwind features, and she is our Lone Ranger over here, and she's absolutely kicking butt. So please congratulate those. Please congratulate those two players when they finish their solos in jazz. It's a little different than concert band. We want to congratulate our soloists and show them how well they're doing while they're performing. So when you see performers standing up tonight to perform their solos, please acknowledge them and clap right when they're finished as we're transitioning to next ones. So our first tune again was a swing tune. Our next tune is a rock tune, so I'm trying to get these kids to play everything. So we have Audrey specializing in our rock style on the set. Please enjoy A-Rock. Tune to share with you before we transition to our 8th grade jazz band is Baja Breeze by Larry Neek. And Baja takes a very different form than these last two. Woodchopper's Ball and A-Rock have a ton of unison rhythms that we use to kind of learn the jazz styles of swing and rock, which are totally beginner styles. Now we've moved on to a little more of an advanced one, Latin. And these folks totally grabbed onto them, but you can hear that there's a ton harder rhythms. We have a different kind of style that Hunter had to learn on snare, or on set. And we have a ton of soloists in this piece. We have four soloists, pardon me. 5, if I can count correctly. It's not math day. So Kira is starting us off on vibes, and then Audrey and Elizabeth are doing a duo on trumpet. And then we have Jeremiah on alto, and then Hunter will be doing a drum solo. So please enjoy our last piece, Baja Breeze. Thank you. transitioning, I just want to thank you so much for coming tonight. So our 8th grader is going to be closing off the set, and we would really like some help after the 8th graders close their set with some help moving equipment. We can help guide you, and these students hopefully know what's going on, but we have some staff members around that can kind of help. It will help us go home faster, and I really want to go to sleep tonight early. So while we're welcoming the 8th grade jazz, just a reminder that we switched our opening set piece. Java Samba will be opening first, then Unleash the Chicken will be closing with Curacao Blue. time. That piece was Java Samba. It's a samba-inspired piece. Samba piece inspired by the composer sitting in a coffee shop and wishing that there was better music. So this samba was written around that. We had soloists, Molly Shifsky on alto saxophone. Our opening and closing trumpet solo was Henry on trumpet, and then our middle solo was Lexi on trumpet as well. And then we had Jack making, I believe, his debut appearance on drum set in jazz band. Our next piece is Unleash the Chicken. This is a new piece that came out over the summer by Chris Berg. I actually ordered this piece because I thought it fit our group well, and then I ordered the piece and got all the parts, and I had no score. So then I had to read off of this like small preview score, and I finally got it. It was a whole ordeal. They didn't really care. But this is a second line piece, so it's inspired by music coming from New Orleans. Second line kind of started as like neighborhood celebrations by musicians in the area, and is now kind of a main music that is played for community members, whether it's like celebrating weddings or large events or funerals. And then it features Chris Bennett on the trombone. I just want to take a second to recognize, he's one of our 8th grade students who got into a state honor jazz band. And what that takes is a lot of practice, 6 audition tapes, and we recorded twice over 2 days, and he got in out of all of the students in Minnesota that auditioned, and he actually got in the 7-8 honor jazz band as the top trombone player. So we are really excited to send Chris to that honor band on Saturday. He'll be playing with all of the students around the area. Their first time rehearsing together will be in the morning, and then they're going to be performing their concert at Anoka Ramsey Community College at 3:30 p.m. So if you are itching for more jazz, head on out to Anoka Ramsey Community College tomorrow, or on Saturday. I almost said tomorrow, sorry. But let's take a second to celebrate Chris and this wonderful accomplishment. And just a few final notes about this piece. This piece is very difficult for them, and they did not want to put it first, so we put it second. But I also feel like it's grown on a lot of them, and I have been humming it constantly. There are a few cuts in the piece that we made to just make sure that we were ready for today, but it's very challenging. We learned a ton of things, and high schoolers came over to read with us, and the 7th grade jazz band, and even some of the high schoolers were exclaiming, wow, this piece is kind of hard. So this is a wonderful piece that we're going to be performing. Riley is on set for us. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. All right, final piece of the night. We made it. We're playing Curacao Blue by Zach Smith, another newer piece. This is a Latin tune. Samba and Latin are pretty similar, but you'll feel that this one is a little more similar to Baja Breeze that our 7th graders played. So this was inspired by the composer going on a cruise to the island Curacao. We all wish that there were warmer temperatures now, but it's pretty hot on stage, so if you want to come and help move stuff after, it's an easy way to get warm up. This features Ava on tenor sax, and there's a little trombone tenor solo in the middle as well. And then we have Riley again on set. Thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for supporting jazz. And our next concerts aren't until way late in May, so we'll see you then. Thank you for coming tonight.